Yay! Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Monday Motivation Sprints. I have a friend with me today.
I'm
It's
so
the
happy to
first of
be
my
here.
guests, hopefully, of many more to come. Um, but we meet here every Monday night at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. So we would love to have you here for starting the week off strong. Um, and I'm going to let Zara introduce herself or their self.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yes.
My name is Zara Hoffman. I'm the self-published author of 7 books, but most importantly nowadays, I'm the founder of Inimitable Books, which is a small publishing company dedicated to uplifting marginalized voices without pigeonholing authors into writing about their trauma. Because sometimes we just want to write about dragons that have it and like without an allegory of race in the story, and that should be allowed. So that's what I
Sounds
do.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes. And I have Zara's channel and Inimitable Books linked down below as well. So please follow everywhere.
Yes.
um, so I don't know what you're going to be working on, but I'm kind of doing a mishmash of things, which is what I usually do for the first sprint. I'm either like, oh, if I needed to catch up on reading or catching up on emails. So I saw an important email come through that I need to check.
Yeah.
So
I feel like I'm constantly like, oh, now I need to catch up on this, like, but this being multiple things because I've been like sick for the past week. So I
no.
was just like not really working um much each day, which like fair, how else am I going to get better? But I was like, I am now so behind on where I
Oh.
wanted to be with stuff. So I'm still working on proofreading and formatting a book. I'm so close to being done. It's like not even funny. I'd love to be able to finish that tonight.
Yes. I love how you would do that when you were drafting too, but like your progress
Yeah.
with, yeah, the Inimitable books too, which is cool. So it's always like, oh, like you get to see, where you're at in the stage. And
Yeah.
so hopefully you can finish. Hopefully I can get the little piddly things I want to get done finished so that I can go to that short story that I'm trying to finish. Um,
Totally fair. I
so
swear though, you said piddly, and I'm like, is that like a name or something? And then I was like, my brain is like tired. I understand now.
no,
That's a great start.
I sometimes I become manic. Like um last week I was just like I was speaking Spanglish. They're like, yeah, like let's go, muy bien. And I'm like, I don't know why. I'm speaking in Spanish now. We're just rolling with it.
Sometimes you go with it and it's totally fine. But my brain was like, oh, is that the word I don't know? And it's like, no, you do. You weren't expecting that word.
So hi Kay. Kay is here. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Let us know what you're gonna be working on tonight. And Ryan's here. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, happy Monday. I'm
I'm
so
I'm proofreading and formatting Kay's book.
Oh, how
That's
fun!
exciting.
Yay! I also want to read everything that is coming out. like
Yeah.
um but awesome. So, oh, let's see. Okay, I've been attempting to write all day, but I need motivation. Yes, yes, we are here for the motivation. That's why I like doing the sprints on Mondays because I need like to go into the week with some momentum. Um
I
especially
think it's
cuz
important.
yeah, because sometimes I can be tired too and just like not feeling up for like being productive right after working after the weekend. But I'm like, no, keep going.
Yeah. No,
Hi,
it's for
Nana.
like I don't want to still be productive, but in the larger scheme of things, it's like no, it's better to have the momentum rather than losing it, and just yeah.
Yes, yes. So let me pull up our kitty race timer,
Yes,
which has
I
been so
haven't I haven't
long.
bet on kittens in so long.
Yes, it's been way too long, but they are here still, going strong for how long have I been had the kitty race time? At least a year and a half, I'd say.
Oh, it feels longer,
2
but at
years.
least a year and a half.
I should actually go back. I should go back through my live streams and see the very first sprint I did with the kitty race timer.
Yeah.
um. Oh yeah. Okay. Kay's working on the sequel. Yay! That's exciting. Nana's working on characters for anime. Oh yeah, your anime. I forgot about that. We were all like last week. We're like, yes, we want to make an anime.
Wait, so like writing it, but also drawing it, or just? I mean, either way, super cool. But I'm just
Yeah,
curious. I wasn't here for last Monday's.
good question. I need clarification on that as well. I remember the very first story I started writing for that I finished when I found NaNoWriMo. It was originally going to be a manga, and I drew like the first page, and then I was like, that was too hard. I'm just going to make this a story, a novel. I was like, forget about drawing this.
Oh,
So
drawing's too hard. Let me write a multi like 1,000-word novel instead. That's much easier.
yes, I agree. Ryan's working on it. Ryan is drawing. Ryan has used his creative outlet with drawing. I've been saving it for this. Aw.
That's cool.
Okay, let's see. I usually don't vote for the brown one, the tawny one, so I'm going to say number 7.
I'm gonna pick number 6. I don't know why. I'm just feeling like I feel like I normally don't vote blue for the cat. I not talking about politics. Not what I'm saying. And for the cats, normally I vote for like one of the gray or purple ones. And
Yes.
so
And
I'm gonna say
Courtney's
6.
here. Hi, Courtney. Okay. So we're going to start off the first sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. the tawny brown one won.
6 was second.
Oh, you were so close.
So close.
Oh, usually I don't win, so.
I'm happy for you.
Oh, yay. I'll call him Coco. We started naming them. So.
Oh, that's cute.
Because the orange one's Ginger.
Most importantly, though, I see you have a real cat, and my dog is currently at my mom's. But
oh, yeah, Zuko's just snuggling up with me. It's a good boy.
Oh, did you see Netflix To Doom's event, Avatar: The Last Airbender?
No, I didn't.
Okay, well they just released the pictures, like a picture portrait type of thing in costume of this is not in the order that it was, so forgive me, but like Katara, Sokka, Zuko, and Aang.
Oh, I need to see.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that and the One Piece live action.
Yeah, the trailer looked cool.
Yeah, I only watched like the first 100 episodes like years ago. But Chris is really
into 100 episodes. No detail.
I know. It's like, oh, that's just a drop in the bucket. Oh, you want to go up on the? Okay, you haven't been up on there lately. Good job, buddy. Oh. He hasn't been hanging on the back of my chair in a while, so.
He heard me say Zuko.
Yes.
I'm sticking around.
So how did everyone do? I realized our thing doesn't have oops, our names on it. Let's see, because when it's just me, I'm like, everyone knows who I am.
No, that's fine.
But let's see. Oh, JC came in. Hey, hello.
Hi, JC.
I watched the video you just came out with, JC, and I just want to give you a big hug. Oh.
I haven't watched it yet. I did see it show up. I was busy all day today, so I saw a lot of notifications come in. I was like, I'm not in a place where I can listen or watch videos. And yeah, I was like, I'll watch it later. So later is now probably tomorrow, because I'd like to finish formatting Kay's book tonight. But
yes,
I will watch it, JC. I promise.
Usually she uploads it during the first sprint. So this is when I got home, I was like, oh, it's already up. She's on top of things.
Had a schedule.
And hey, Writing with Kitties. I love it.
That's a very appropriate username for, the time it is.
Oh, this is also super convenient. You can talk to Kay and
I was gonna message her on Instagram, which is how I normally contact her, because she did have a US phone number or something or whatever, and it worked. And now she no longer does or won't by the end of this month or something. So we're in the habit of, okay, don't text because we don't want international texting fees.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So I was like, okay, open Instagram, and then I was like, wait, she's here. She's here.
Which I realized I was missing your messages because I had my notifications turned off ever since 2 years ago because of mental health. But I was like, it's important for me to have these back on. And it's not like I get messages all the time. So I think I'm okay putting these back on. Comments here too. Hello, welcome. I think this is your first time here. Correct me if I'm wrong. Have you been a lurker before?
That's the thing, is you can't tell sometimes, because you're like, oh, this is my first time seeing your name. And then they're like, oh yeah, I've been here forever. And you're like, am I that crazy? Did I forget that username so much? Or it's no, they just never commented before.
Right. And Raph says hi to you. Long time no see. How's your writing going? And
what's new? Started a publishing company, which means how's the writing projects going? They're saved on my computer. I haven't touched my own writing, I think, in 3 months. It's fine. I'm also someone who only would write when I was inspired by something, except when I was doing the Stellar Blood trilogy, because I was like, oh, that needs okay. I, the dumb person that I am, decided to not only rapid draft and rapid release, but rapid draft and rapid release rather than rapid write all three and then rapid release all three. I was like, okay, do one and then immediately start working on the next and immediately start working on the third. And so I think my brain, even though I had the Matchmakers after that, which is a standalone, and then my current work in progress, which is a new adult spy thriller, also a standalone, I think my brain is like, you know what? You're just going to write when the vibes hit you because that's not your main focus anymore. And that is okay.
Yes. Well, it's good you're making progress. Oh, good. Casting is outstanding for Avatar, I think. Yes, I'm doing good and making progress on writing and reading. Started a new job-ish, going from just like weekend shifts to part-time. So that's been nice. And yeah, 2023 started off rough, but it's definitely gotten a lot better. It's like
Okay, that's
things
good.
are turning around. Yeah, like
That's good.
it just was so rough, and I'm like, gosh, I thought like this was gonna be a better year. Like I was so ready
in the
for
first
it.
half. Like you could have a shirt about 2023 for you specifically saying they had me in the first half.
Exactly.
We're almost entering the second half.
That's so true. Yeah, it's crazy that it's almost July.
I keep thinking, oh, like we're in June, and then I look at the date and I'm like, we're almost to July. I should remember that because I'm traveling like on July 1st, and it's not. The thing is, I'm traveling with my mom to visit other families, so it's not like I could forget and then like be on the second and be like, oh no, I forgot. But it's still like, oh yeah, that's coming up. I should pack. I should like do things for that.
Nice. Are you going somewhere far or?
I think it's a 5-hour train ride.
Okay.
From where my mom and I live in Manhattan, and then they live upstate. And to me, like that's not a long train ride, but that I grew up with that train ride. So to me, that's the standard, and anything shorter or longer is like, that's my measurement. Whereas my mom's like, 5 hours is long. And I was like, it's not if you're like me who naps and works on a laptop during any like train ride that exists.
Oh, like, that's true.
The time will pass in no time.
Right. I think like 2.5 hours was how long it would take me, or 2 hours and 15 minutes because I would drive a little faster to get to Urbana, where I went to college. Yeah. But I've never gotten a speeding ticket. I just was in the fast lane going like a reasonable amount over. But that was so like 2.5 hours, I feel it's like, oh yeah, that's totally doable. But then I had like a 6-hour drive to Minneapolis, and that was rough. I needed to stop like after like 4 hours. Yeah. So I'm just like, I feel like 5 would be okay, but if I were driving myself, that would be.
Well, so we went up. My mom and I actually haven't been upstate there that much because of my leg surgeries, and then actually the family members that were visiting also had medical stuff going on around like the same time as me.
Oh my God.
So it just didn't work out. Like everyone's fine. We're all fine now. So that is the good news. But we just haven't really had the opportunity to go up and visit them a ton. But we did one time before my surgery, but still with the panini concerns or whatever. And my mom was like, I don't want to be on a train. So she drove the 5.5 hours. We thought it was going to be 6, but like there wasn't a lot of traffic, luckily.
Or she was driving fast.
No, that too. But like, you know, the thing is every time I see it go up too high, I get nervous. And it's fine. I was like, I don't feel like being in the car if you get pulled over. Like, yes, right. You know, and I'm not driving because I had done driver's ed and I had taken my first test, and I did it in a part of the city where everyone, once I like I was fine. Like I wasn't a perfect, I aced it, but like I would have been fine. And then I was at an intersection and a cop car just drove through the intersection. There was no stop signs. Like, you know, you roll to a stop, you check and whatever, and then you go. I'd literally taken my foot off the brake, but hadn't even accelerated before this cop car ran through without lights or anything. And the guy failed me on the spot. And I was just like a little bit salty about it. So I was like, I don't feel like taking another driver's test right now. And then it's been years, and my mom is like, "You will eventually, right?" I was like, "Yeah, eventually," but it hadn't happened yet.
Gosh.
By the time when we were doing that drive, so she was like, she had to do the whole thing. We took a few stops along the way, but
Yeah. No, that sucks about like the test. Like that wasn't your fault. Like that's so dumb.
but like I don't know. I think the guy was maybe in a bad mood or something because
Probably.
we literally didn't even move. Like you could, when someone takes their foot off the brake and you can feel like we didn't even roll. It was more just like, okay, like you
less
can
pressure.
we
Yeah.
rolled back a little. If anything, we rolled back a little bit, like just as I took my foot off the brake, and I was like, ugh, whatever.
No. Heather and I didn't get our license until junior year of college because we just like in driver's ed, we were like, we don't need to drive. We've got the buses and the L in Chicago. We were like a 4-minute walk from the like main, the blue line. So we're like, we can go anywhere. And then we were in the dorms and everything was in walking distance. But then our junior year, we moved to an apartment. And that's when we're like, oh, we need a car to like go grocery shopping. And so we're like, oh, so then that summer we
well, it's the necessity
got
of it. So
exactly.
like JC saying like, oh, take the test again, driving is so freeing. It actually like makes me really anxious. And there is someone in my family who like has had his had his driving license for years. And he rarely drives because it's like really not good for his mental health. And it's like, I'm a safe driver. It's not that like, oh, if Zara's driving, she's having a panic attack in the car and is a danger to everyone on the road. It's like, oh no, Zara's really not happy in her driver's seat, but like everyone else is safe around her. But because I live in New York City, it's not really necessary for me.
No.
So it hasn't been like, oh, just bite the bullet and do it, and then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense for you, like where you are and stuff. So you've got some fans. So yes, you are. It's inspo. Kay wrote 410 words. Yes. I had only written 800 for the day, so half of that in 30 minutes is great. Yeah, that's awesome. Sweet. Oh, what? Native from the Bronx?
Woo!
Yes. Everyone's like,
oh, it makes me feel so free. And I'm like, that's not like. The thing is that it'll free up other people in my family if we ever go on a road trip where it's like Zara can switch in to be a driver for a bit. You're like, this is not what I'm doing this for.
Exactly.
I'm going to get my license for emergencies only. Being put into the like road trip driver rotation is not an emergency.
Yeah, you know what? That's actually not a bad idea to be like, sorry, don't have my license, so you make it work for you. Yeah, I grew up on public transit, so
I grew up on public transit as well.
But it's not like I didn't like it, but it's definitely, and I hated driving in the city, so it's gotten better now that I've moved to the suburbs. But whenever I drive into the city to visit my mom, I get stressed because I'm like, why are there all these cars? And then the lane, I'm like, why is this a 2-way street? It's smaller than like the suburbs one way.
I learned how to drive like on the streets of Manhattan, and everyone in my family was like, oh, once you do it, they'll take you out of the city and you'll learn there and then whatever. And I was learning on the streets of Manhattan. They didn't take us anywhere else. So I'm actually comfortable driving on city streets. And the idea of driving anywhere else where like people can cruise or maybe go a little bit over the speed limit without like fear of like getting caught on like a camera and a cop and like a crazy like fine, because New York City fines are really expensive. It was like, oh, I'm more nervous about like where it's open and people can just cruise. Like, I know it's totally backwards.
But hey, no, it's good to know at least like you like, like hypothetically you could, Yeah,
it's all like I can. Like I'd have to retake the classes because it's like at some point the hours expire.
Yeah, right.
Which is the annoying part. Like, not that I'd immediately be like, oh, I'm going for my test right now. I'd be like, no, I want to like get a little bit more re-up on it just a bit. But it's like I have to do 30 hours again.
Oh
which is the
gosh.
bummer part.
Yeah. Well, if you need to in the future, like you'll be able to do it. If not, then you're not paying for all the fees and
Yeah.
all the stuff that comes with having a license, you know?
I can drive in rain. It's the comment, Rafe. Raph. I'm always so because I know it's short for Raphael. So I'm always like, I
Oh,
don't know how
Raph.
to shorten it. But
Oh.
I know how to drive in rain. I'm pretty sure that every single time we had snow, I think my teacher canceled on us. I'm not sure why, but I'm trying to think. I was like, did I drive in snow? I mean, the city does it all the time, and like they salt everything within an inch of your
Mhm.
dog's life, which is like another thing. And I was like, but I don't think I've ever driven in snow.
I just need like four-wheel drive, like with the next car I get so that I can survive the snow because
I think
like
my mom has it because my uncles, her brothers, are like obsessed with cars, and like and my mom's obsessed with safety. But like the number of times my mom has actually driven in snow, I think it's like 2.
well, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Sunny, clear days for me.
Blue skies.
Faster, I don't know. I'm Canadian. Yeah, 30K.
30
Um,
kilometer. A kilometer is farther than a mile,
is like what is
right?
that 5? Wait, oh my gosh, I'm so
I know.
bad.
We're looking up kilometers to
30.
miles.
Yeah. Oh, 18 miles.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
18 miles over the limit. Oh, no, I try not to go over 10. Like I go between like 5 and 10, like 5 to like 8 is my
okay, saying no, no, don't do math. I'm sorry.
I know I am not a math person.
I'm a math person in that if I can understand what numbers I'm supposed to plug into, like, which, like, here's the math to make it work, that's
Mhm.
fine. But if you're like, do it mentally, I'm like, my school absolutely messed me up on how to do mental math because they taught it like a new broken down way. And my mom and my entire family was like, why can't you just learn it this way? And they tried to teach me that way. And then anytime I did it that way and then just wrote down my answer, they're like, you need to show your work. So I've completely shot myself.
Oh.
Well, I didn't, but my elementary school shot me in the foot with ever being able to do mental math.
Oh gosh.
And I'm like, this is so depressing. Like my grandma taught me how to do long division when I was 7.
Yes, we don't do math.
Exactly.
Uh,
The most math I have to do now is that because Inimitable Books titles are being distributed through Simon and Schuster, they're getting print runs, which is amazing. But that means that the page counts for each book has to be a multiple of 8. Where
oh.
POD could be like as long as it's a even number, they don't care. And so I'm
Oh.
like, oh, I have to like because I format and sometimes I edit to match formatting if it's like, oh, this like one word is like on its own line. And even if I squish the letters further, then they'll be illegible. And if I space them out, then it'll look weird too. And then I'm just like, I have to redo this because I'm like a page off of multiple
No.
of 8.
No.
Yeah. So that's the math I've been doing.
Oh gosh. Okay, if we have math issues, we can ask Ryan.
Thank you, Ryan.
Ooh. Look at all these software developer people.
Someone has to do it. It's not going to be me. I can teach
Right.
myself a lot of skills. I could maybe teach myself enough to understand, but I would not do it as well as the people who that's their thing.
Okay, so let's vote for the next race.
I'm picking Zuko. Same number, 6.
Yes,
Different
yes,
color.
Zuko. I'm gonna go with number 4, the light tan. I mean, not tan. Gosh, I know my colors too. The light gray.
Yeah.
We'll call him. We'll call him Ash.
Cute.
Uh,
Okay, so there's Coco. Black will just forever be Zuko.
Yes, black is Zuko.
And then 4 is Ash, and then that leaves
3 Snowball. Last week someone said
that's
Snowball.
Cute. Yeah, that makes sense. 2 is like
Smoky or
yeah, and then 5 is kind of blue.
Yes, 5. What did we name 5 last week? I'm going
7 has been dubbed Garfield.
I'm going with Garfield.
I almost said Crookshanks, which just shows how much fan fiction I've been reading lately and of what fan fiction. And as like, yeah, well, I definitely don't read the canon anymore for that.
Bluebell. Oh,
yes. Okay. So then what's number 2? So like
2. Well, 4 was Ash, and 2 is Smoky, unless that doesn't match. But
oh, 2 is named Smoky. I thought you were describing the color. I didn't understand. It was Smoky with a capital S. I like it. I like it. I wasn't insulting the name. I just didn't realize you were saying the name.
And 1, did I say 1 Coco?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. We'll see which cat wins in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. Okay, Mr. Bluebell. Yay!
It's not winning, but that's okay. I'm getting work done. I ate dinner.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I was like, oops, there's 3 minutes left. Will that be time for me? My rice cooker's done. So I started making stuff and I'm like, let me check. Oh, nope, it's over. uh, yay. Aw. So wait, let's see who won. Uh
Did anyone pick 5?
oh no, wait. No one picked Bluebell. That's always what happens too. There's always one that like it's like,
Dark
yeah,
horse.
it's the one that no one chose.
Yeah, it's the dark horse.
Yeah, I was actually working on a Discord group for the Diversities Lit Book Club. So I was working on that because I wanted to get feedback on it tomorrow during my mastermind group. So like that's one, it's good to have goals and then have people to like get feedback on it,
Yeah.
because then it's like, all right, I need to get this done because I need to get feedback. So
Yeah, it's not just I'll do that.
right.
Okay, when?
Exactly. So it's weird to like be on the other side of the Discord group. I'm like part of all these, but I've never made my own. So I'm like, oh man, I gotta like see what other people are doing. And
well, obviously Jess and Sam have almost called it the old thing, Storyteller's Hearth one.
yes, I was looking at theirs actually.
And then I'm now blanking. I don't know if you're on the Unicorn Council by Glory Writes the Blues.
No.
I'm technically in it. I am like so bad at being in Discord groups, like or servers. I'm so bad.
Oh yeah, no, that's me. That's why I'm like, this is for people who want to talk about the books and they'll use Discord and I'll pop in, but I'm really bad at using them myself. But maybe I might be into it more.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, 410 words again.
Yeah.
So consistent to the word. Good run, kiddies. Yes. Well, the very last sprint we'll have
100.
We'll have 30 cats.
Oh, it's no longer 50, it's 30.
I did 30 so that there's more chances that someone will actually win.
Okay, that's nice. That's very nice of you.
Yeah, it still is a lot, but
whereas if it were 50, everyone has exactly 2% chance.
yes. So when someone's close, like, so then I just go by like whoever's closest. So I'm like, okay, like that was the next one, so you really won.
That's cute.
And they let people pick colors too. So if there's like more than one, sometimes there's more than one ginger. So Ralph got 200 words, shifting to novella and novelette forms now. Wait, what's the difference between a novella and a novelette?
Length.
Okay.
Like a few thousand.
Okay.
It's not that much of a difference. It's not like the difference between a novel and a short story or a novel and a novella, but it's technically exists.
Got it.
As a distinguishing division. How many D words can I say? That's the same thing of like it separates things.
But I haven't heard of that book. I actually
I am AI.
Oh, is it I am AI?
Maybe.
Goodreads is
or no, it could be I am I by because it's I Jan.
It's by I. Yeah, Goodreads is like crap. There's too many people on the site, so I was trying to go on so I could pull like Diversity's Lit stuff from there, and it's
okay, okay. I is a cyborg under the guise of an AI writing program who struggles to keep up with the never blinking city of Emmett as it threatens to leave all those like her behind.
Ooh.
Emmett or Emmet, it's spelled as Emmet, but it's the name of a city, so I'm assuming it's like a slightly different pronunciation.
Cool. Pretending to be an AI, slowly taking over human job. I want to read that. Yep, that sounds like something I would like. Very relevant. Where am I? I have too many tabs open now. Ryan's almost done with his picture. Just have fine tuning. Yay! And then I go to Instagram and see him post his drawing.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's fun. Novelette 7,500 to 19K. Novella 10 to 40. Okay, so.
And then the fact that there's overlap in between them is like weird to me.
Yeah.
I would say a novella at 10,000 words is not a novella. I would say a novella is normally 20,000 to 40,000. But if you want to do it like 19,000 to 40,000, I would accept that. But if it's less than 19,000, I would not call that a novella.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, interesting. And then like 5 to, or I guess like, I don't know how short a short story can be, but to 7K.
I haven't looked that up. I haven't had to write a short story in a while.
Oh, she's a Chinese Canadian writer. She's really hot and up and coming right now. Cool.
Okay, short story is 1,001 words to 9,999 according to Google.
Got it. And then maybe less than one, or like 999 or less is like flash fiction.
Yeah, probably. That makes sense.
Oh, and hi all. Oh, Alfonso, I totally missed you popping in here. Hello, hello. Alfonso just added 113 words. That's awesome. Happy to have you here. I may be a novella writer. That's nice. You get more of that instant gratification of finishing things faster.
My brain just doesn't like, it's like, oh yeah, you thought of a scene, but like you already know that it's going to be like the start of a whole world. It's not like, oh, you can just write this one scene and have it be flash, or oh, you can build it out a little bit and have it be a short story, or you can build it out a little bit more and have it be a novella. But that's it. My brain is like, no, like this is the starting point. We know the end point is a novel. Yeah. My brain doesn't have chill to write a shorter story.
That's why writing my short story, I'm at like 2,800 words, right? Or no, like more like 2,600 words. And I'm like, okay, I know where the rest of the story is going to go, but I don't know how long it's going to take for me to get there. It should be less than 7K, but like, is it going to be less, more? I don't know. I'm not used to like that pace, you know?
Well, I think like if you can, what if you just wrote it like as fast as possible? Because it does need to be shorter rather than crazy long. Mm-hmm. And then you can go back and add in details versus if you were, you know, an underwriter trying to like do a novel, you would be like, okay, you could either just keep going at whatever pace it is and just fill in as much as you need as you go along, or you could, again, try and just get it to the end and then go back and add in words.
Exactly. Yeah.
But in this case, you might be taking them out depending on how much you write, even when you're going fast.
I think I'll be able to do it in less, so and still have enough like description and not have it feel rushed. Oh, I think of novella like half the size of a regular novel. Yeah, that makes sense. You guys like 400. That's why I'm glad I'm not like an epic, you know, fantasy where it's like 150K plus. I think now because I have series, it's like, okay, I have like, now my fantasies are like 75 to like 85K. And that's like the sweet spot of like where my brain settles with the plot. And I don't want people to listen to my 25-hour, 30-hour audiobook. All right, I'm gonna get set up for our 30 cats.
Woo!
And so
I forgot how ominous a single sentence can be in something, and Kay had written something and I was like, oof.
Oh, I want to know. Have to share a funny story. My writing friends and I decided to pull random words from the game Ransom Notes as a writing prompt. The first 3 words were genital, snake, clench.
Oh my god. It's writing itself.
Oh, I think I saw an ad for that
That's
on Facebook.
amazing.
Let me see if it's the same. That would be a great Ransom Notes. All right, now I'm gonna get this. I am AI. I'm gonna get the Ransom Notes game.
I took a screenshot of the ransom note comment because I was like, I feel like that could be inspiration for a short story or something. Like either those words themselves or hey, let's like pick random prompts and then those are the ones you get and you have like you could write a group of writers who are dealing with it and it's like who goes for this and who is like gonna try and be like, I'm not gonna do the obvious thing. And a humorous version of what happened with Dracula and Frankenstein, where all those famous writers were together.
Oh my gosh. I really want this game now. The example they have on Amazon, explain to a child how giving birth works. Lady squeeze, jumbo commotion, plop wrinkly man.
My God.
Oh, this just sounds like such a fun. All right, this is going on my wish list. Oh, that's great. I'm here for it. Okay.
Kay also wants to know what you wrote. Kay, you wrote it.
Yeah, some other fantasy writers in here. Oh, Kay's picking number 13. Oh yeah, so if you see, you can say like, oh yeah, like that dark purple one or this light purple, and then as they start running, then you can watch them and be like, oh yeah, it's number 20 or something.
I think I want the light gray one that's actually behind the light purple one, so I'm going to count on my screen. Just
I'm gonna go with this dark blue one, which I think is number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Okay, I think mine is 10. It's like a light gray. It's not the white.
Yeah.
It's not Snowball who's like further back.
I see that one. Ryan's going for Snowball. So many cats. I know. You can always take a little bit of time to just watch the cats and be a little bit distracted. You're allowed to. And 6 again. We're all going for the low numbers. Oh, okay. Here we go, Ralph, going with the high. Yes. All right, you guys, we're going to start this final sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. someone won. Yes, out of 30.
Woo!
With kitties, go.
Is that the black one? No.
No, at first I thought it was, but he looks like a dark brown, like a
Yeah, like
fish
chocolate.
brown. Yeah.
Dark chocolate.
Yes, dark chocolate. Oh, yay, I'm so glad. Hey, and 10, did someone say 10 there?
I did. I said
Oh,
10.
yeah,
I was
said
number
10.
2. I
Oh
was
my
like, I'm the
gosh.
closest to the. You know
You're
what? I'll
second
take
place.
that. Twice I've been like second place. I'll take that. That's
Yeah.
podium.
You're on the podium. Awesome. Can't do it. Oh, I think it's late where you are. Okay. Oh, we'll get some rest now that you won first place.
Whoop, whoop.
And hi, Hunter. I saw you pop in the middle of the sprint. I know, mine's not even on the screen either. I don't even remember which one I said. Oh, dark blue or something?
Yeah, you had the dark blue, but I don't remember which number that was.
I think it was like 5 or 6. Yeah, it's gone. Oops, I keep doing that.
It's okay. I know you're not used to having a guess. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. I'm not offended.
It's so funny.
I mean, I'll sometimes click the wrong thing, and on my last stream, I actually full on removed myself instead of the timer. I was like, I spent the whole stream thinking it might happen and trying for it to not to happen, and then at the last moment after the last sprint, that's what happened. I was like, oh, of course.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, past 2K words for the day. Yay! Yes, it does look like a chocolate covered cherry, the one that won. I was working on the Discord a little bit more, and then I saw that Jessica Brody's email had gone into my spam, and she had this. She keeps getting me with her like pre-order campaigns, but she has a pre-order campaign for Save the Cat Writes a Young Adult Novel.
Oh, I didn't know she was coming out with one. I think I'm on her newsletter, but since my first leg surgery, I've been so bad at checking my email. It's in the thousands. And like, I know there are probably some important things in there, and most of it's not. And I just haven't gone through. So I've missed any email that's from her. But it's interesting to hear that she's doing one that writes a young adult novel. I might have to buy that just to see like.
Yeah, it's got like
different.
Yeah, it's using it to write a series, including beat sheet examples for 2-book, 3-book, and 4-book series.
That sounds awesome. This is a book that I recommend to everyone.
Yes. Oh, writing the fiction series.
And it's from Writer's Digest.
Oh, awesome.
And it goes over like, okay, you could have a set of circumstances that like are always the same. So like it's set in the same town or something, or you have, or no, maybe that's one's called the setting, but then you have like the character one. So if it's like Percy Jackson and the blank, like we're always following Percy, at least in that original series.
Right.
And then, you know, a lot of adult romance series, and I'm not talking about like erotica or, you know, spicy necessarily, although a lot of the times they are. I just mean like not for young adult or middle. Right. Like romances that are written for the age group of adults, not that they're adult entertainment. Those are often, you have book one, it's a couple, and then like the best friend or the sibling, or, you know, maybe a really like close cousin or something of one of the original main couple. The next book is that one's love story. Bonus points if it's like the best friend and the best friend, or like the sibling and the best friend of like both of the original party, and then they come together or something like that, and they're tied together because they're in the same location. Really. So it talks about how there can be different types of series, and you know, they don't all have to be continuous. Like my first trilogy, The Belgrave Legacy, if you read them all in order, you like get the best experience, but technically each one is its own self-contained story. Whereas the Stellar Blood trilogy is, if you only read book 1, you've gotten act 1. Like, I mean, you've gotten an arc, but it's essentially still act 1 of a story. It wasn't.
Cool. Yeah, I added that to my wish list too. So yeah.
Yeah. I just saw Hunter's comment and your comment popped up. So yeah.
Yeah, I've read a couple of Writer's Digest books, and creating like character arcs, I think, and
I don't think I have that. I have a lot of Writer's Digest ones. So I have Writing the Fiction series. I have On Writing Romance, which is really good. I actually read this years before reading Gwen Hayes's Romancing the Beat, which I do think is awesome. All of my Writer's Digest books are actually like right under my desk. So hold on.
Yes, Romancing the Beat is on my wish list too. Man,
this one I like.
Okay.
Because it was interesting.
I'm gonna
writing new adult fiction because this was like before it became like it was basically Cora Carmack and Colleen Hoover had like done new adult and no one else knew what it was at the time.
Oh,
when the writing new adult fiction book came out from Writer's Digest, and then this one's really fun.
Please. Yes.
How to write the bad guys of fiction. So I have like a long list. Maybe I should just like do a post about like, here are all the Writer's Digest books I love.
Yes, you should.
I haven't thought about them like on their own in a while.
I know I keep like buying more writing craft books, but I need to read them. So yeah, what I had done, so here's the link. I think it's longer because I got it from her email.
Yeah.
But you get an extra 5 or a companion ebook with 5 bonus beat sheets. So I think she goes through beat sheets for like 5 other like famous novels.
That's cool. Okay. Okay. So for the Inheritance games, Long Way Down, Red Queen, The Sun Is Also a Star, and We Were Liars.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I'm excited for that. But so that's only if you buy through certain vendors. If you buy it through a U.S. independent bookstore, you also get a ticket to her first ever Plot Along workshop. A 2-hour live interactive workshop. Watch as I use the book to plot a brand new YA novel from scratch, collaborate with me in the brainstorming process, get answers to your writing and plotting questions. So I'm like, oh, that sounds fun. So
okay. I think the not indie bookstore one is pre-order any format from any retailer as long as it's by July 18th. Is what the link says that you uploaded. So that's okay.
Cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, we got some good recommendations going. Oh yeah, you're welcome, Kay. Love Jessica Brody. Yes.
On this pre-order page, it has a link to McNally Jackson, which is a famous bookstore in New York City, but during the Panini, they don't treat their employees well. And I'm pretty sure there was like a ton of like anti-queer stuff that like people that the manager or some boss within the hierarchy was doing. So I would maybe skip McNally Jackson.
Got it. Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, because that one says ships to US and Canada. But there are ships internationally options to still get the indie bookstore one. So that's cool.
Yes.
Because most indie bookstores don't ship internationally.
Oh. Yeah, that's why I was gonna go Amazon. I'm like, no, I should support indie bookstore, and I can like get this other pre-order thing. So hi Hunter. I was doing a mishmash of things today, working on a Discord channel for my book club, Diversity is Lit. we read one book by a BIPOC author every month, and then we discuss it on my channel. So you might see a whole bunch of book club discussions on my channel that I do once a month. But I'm here doing Monday motivation sprints every Monday. So hopefully we will see you back here next Monday as well. And we usually do 5 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
And I'm a guest. I'm not here all the time. I'm happy to be here, but like, this is Holly's channel. I'm not always here.
She's my first guest that I've had like officially for my Monday sprints. So, okay, thanks for coming, Alfonso. I hope it goes away and you feel better. And you didn't only do 196, you did 196, which is awesome. So be proud.
Yeah, when people are like, I only did this, I was like, I haven't written in 4 months. Like, anything that's not 0 is not 0 words that you didn't have before.
Yes, it's a non-zero number.
Exactly.
And your sci-fi got placed in a sci-fi bookstore. What? Oh, just forgot to mention. Just forgot to mention that. Congrats. That's awesome, Raph.
That's really cool. Congratulations.
Yay. I'm glad it was a pleasant surprise. So I didn't post, which I'm going to write that down because I don't want to forget. I didn't schedule the live streams for July yet, but I will. So I have a playlist for all the sprints. If you want to follow that, then you can get the ones as they come up. There's a live stream.
Or just subscribe to Holly and hit the bell icon so you get notified when she goes live.
Yes, or that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I haven't done like a schedule or like a pre-filmed video in so long, so I haven't been like promoting my channel.
No, that totally makes sense. But I was just like, I'll get in there for her.
Thanks. Ooh, anonymous. Awesome. That sounds good. Is it like a mystery thriller or contemporary?
It sounds cool.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, handwritten. Oh, that's awesome.
People who handwrite their stuff, like, good on you. I can't.
Yeah. I've done it like sometimes when like my computer's being really slow and I'm doing a sprint. So, and I'm just like, oh, okay, whatever. And so I just write it down, but then I have to take time to, transcribe it. So, hey, I was right. It sounded like it. It sounded
it sounded mystery or like thriller or something.
Ooh, Why Mystery Thriller by Hunter Miller. That would be great. Yay, thanks for joining, Kay.
Woo.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we'll be hopping off for today, but hope either you guys keep being productive or you can rest, get some sleep like it sounds like some of you guys are doing. Hope to see you back next week. Oh, thank you. So sweet. That made my day. Thank you. That's okay, Hunter. Well, thanks for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you here next week. And I hope you had a good start to the week with these sprints. We'll see you next time. Bye.